So my question for you today is traditional spiles or tubes? Traditional spiles or tubes? Well, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to boil number 2. This pretty good 2021 season. Boy, it was a late start, and I think everybody across the whole country said that it was a late start. And yet, I can't complain thus far. We finished boil number 1 with 3.5 gallons. 3.5 gallons on 150 gallons of sap. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm very satisfied with that. Had some issues filtering it though. You know, I've got this video out there that shows my filtering process, and I don't know if I took it past 219 or what the deal is. Very clean, but it's not crystal clear. And so I heated it up again inside the kitchen, ran it through the filter again, and it helped out a lot. But even after years of doing something, it still will play some tricks on you. Looks like the sun's coming out, and that's a pretty nice day. So boil number 2, last night I collected 60 gallons, and I still got probably 15 gallons on the trees, and I ran, excuse the steam guys, but it's the game, right? I ran my first 30 gallons through the RO, set the alarm for 1 a.m., came out, I did the rinse cycle on the reverse osmosis, got that started again, and woke up to the sounds of a 3-year-old around 6 a.m. So here we are, we're sugaring, the sun is out, and it's a beautiful day. So my question for you today is traditional spiles or tubes? Traditional spiles or tubes? We're gonna go hit the woods here in a bit. And so before we hit the woods, I'd like to pause for a word from our sponsors. The joke doesn't get old. The sponsors once again are you guys that share your few minutes of the day with me, with my passion. You get to share in your comments. I do appreciate that. Do I make money on YouTube? Little bit. I do have that Amazon affiliate link. I make even less on that. What I'm gonna say is support your locals, okay? Support your locals, support your YouTubers, support the people that contribute to your life, and the people that don't mean anything to you, I don't know if we should contribute to them, right? And so I know it's kind of harsh, but I like to support the people that mean something to me. So we're boiling pretty hard. I said I RO'd about 60 gallons. I turned 60 gallons into 20 gallons overnight. Concentrate is well above 6%. I think my first batch was high 7s, which is a little bit much, but it is what it is, you know. Let's hit the woods, eh? Now we were down about 26 degrees last night, so things they're still frozen up. We're supposed to get that little bit of sunshine today, but high about 39. So who knows? A little bit of breeze, might be a little run, might not be. So when I first started sugaring, I actually made spiles out of wood, and I used milk jugs and whatever containers I could come across. And one of my first purchases towards syruping is these style buckets. They're plastic lid, and then they have, let's bring you in, they have that stainless roll style spile. And that's what I started with. What I've found is they're super easy to clean. They look really cool on the tree, but that's about the only great thing about them. If you've got a really crooked or weird surface to your bark, they don't set very well. Seems like there's a lot of weight on the tree right there. And these rolled spiles, after hammering them in and removing them, they're not round anymore. So I have a few trees that they're always weeping. And so as I like them, I will definitely not stop using them, but I'm not seeing the benefit that I once did with them. I'm sure that a cast spile or possibly even a plastic one in this scenario might be far superior because it's going to hold its shape, where those stainless rolled ones and they're kind of spout welded together, they're failing on me. And so it is what it is. These are 7/16, and so those are definitely, I don't even know if you can buy them anymore. So most everything's going to that 5/16. So let's go look at some drop tubes. So several years back, I had the opportunity to buy a lot of tubes, drop tubes, buckets, and even my big barrels off an older gentleman in the area. And I really liked these. I like the flexibility of the tube. I like how well they seal to the tree. The holes seem to not dry out as quickly, but they're a pain to clean. They're a pain to store, and but I like them. Like I said, I like the flexibility. I like having the buckets down on the ground. I like that I can get a lid that seals really well. It keeps bugs out. It's on the ground, so it seems to stay cool longer. And so I like these tubes a lot. But boy, they're a pain to store and clean. I'm not sure if I ever actually get them clean all the way, which you know, I don't know. So we made a full circle here. We're back at the stove, making sure that things are behaving itself. And so traditional versus tubes. And I know that I don't have any experience with vacuum. I think vacuum's a pretty great idea if you're big enough scale. I don't have much drop on my property, so I can't tube everything to one central location. That just doesn't work for me. And so these are my two options that I have. I think they both have pros and they both have cons. And so my question for you is, if you've hung out this long, what do you use? You know, put it in the comments down below. What do you use and why do you use it? Why do you prefer it? I definitely think it is cheaper for a person to get into collection using tubes and buckets. The spiles that hang on the trees with manufactured buckets that hang on the trees, they're pretty pricey. They're definitely pricing it for a niche market, where most of my buckets, honestly, you know, they came from bakeries. They're free, right? You got to wash them all out and you got to clean them, but they're inexpensive. So I'm gonna work on this batch. I've got probably 15 gallons out on the tree still that will just be straight sap pushing it in. Figure this is going to be a smaller batch, 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons. That's okay. Syrup in my belly, right? So you guys take care. Thanks for joining me once again. Bye now.